What's good, y'all? Welcome to an episode of Buzz Boys. And the Hornets finally did it. We got a win. We got a win. We got our face back against the Wizards. And most importantly, our first NBA tournament, in-season tournament game, a W. And this is the Wizards' second loss, so I think they were out. I don't really know how it works, but it matters. I don't know. We won. Hey. And, man, you just got to be happy the way that fourth quarter went. It was insane. This was definitely a roller coaster of emotions type of game, even from the jump. I mean, we were down 1-10. Like, oh my God, it's off to a terrible start. Then it was 15-3. Like, we're down 12. The game just started. It was ugly. We would come back and man, it just went like that basically the whole game. Just I look at the screen, it's a 2-point game. I talk, I do something, I get on my phone, I look back up, we're down 12. Like, this is one of those games where it's like, what the fuck is going on? I mean, I can tell you what was going on. We couldn't shoot for shit. At one point, we were shooting 8% from three. You heard me right, 8% from three. We finished the game shooting 21% from three. But yes, at one point in the game, we were shooting 8% from three. Yeah. So, and that was like third, fourth quarter. Like, that was not even like, you know, we had shot plenty of threes by that point. Like, if LaMelo wouldn't have got hot at the end of the game, we probably would have still shot less than like 10%. It would have been something crazy. But, hey, man, we battled, we fought, and we somehow won this game. And I'm going to get straight to it because it's kind of late. The game was like an hour or so ago. Well, more than that, probably. Like, I just hurry up, knock this out. But God, it felt good. It felt good to get away. It felt good to watch Mark Williams just fucking dominate. I mean, 21 points and 24 rebounds. And, like, it had to be a stat update or something because at first they had him at 21 rebounds. It was 21 and 21. Now it's saying he had 24 fucking rebounds, bro. Like, bro, what? I'm so grateful for Mark Williams, bro. Like, that shit is crazy, dog. 21 points, 24 rebounds. Even had 3 assists. Like, okay, no turnovers, no fouls. Plus 19, plus minus. Fuck Daniel Gafford. Oh, man. Oh, man. That shit feels good. And the game started out, Mark cooking early. Brandon Miller cooking early. That's how the game started. Oh my God, excuse me. I don't think I've ever yelled at that in a video. That's probably a lie. But anyway, yeah, Mark and Brandon Miller, they got the Hornets kind of back into a rhythm to start. After being down early in that first quarter, Brandon Miller, he just makes the right plays, man. I mean, it's like every night he has 2 assists. He either has 2 assists or 1 assist, and like I bet on it, so I know. But you just watch the game, you would think he has like 6, 7 assists, because whether he brings the ball up, gets the team to their set, or just makes the right play in transition, you will always think he has more than 2 assists, and it's like 2 every time. But he was able to find Mark. He was able to do just the little things early in the game to get the ball rolling and get us flowing a little bit. And I mean, excuse me, he had 12 points. He did have 5 fouls, but 5 for 16 from the field. That's 31%. 0 for 6 from 3, but he still find a way to positively impact the game. Like, that's what I love about Brandon Miller. He has a cold shooting night. It's not the end of the world because, you know, he's going to bring defense. He's going to facilitate and make the right play. He just has heart. He's going to talk his shit to whoever. You know, bro, I'm very happy with Brandon Miller. And, I mean, not to mention a steal, 2 blocks. He does his thing, man. Um, and yeah, like I said, him and Mark definitely got us in the groove of things after that ugly start. Um, and I already talked about it, man. Mark Williams is just the GOAT. Like, I'm just gonna put highlights and all kinds of shit because he's just the GOAT, man. And if you're a Hornets fan, you got to be forever grateful for Mark Williams. He's built different, man. And you know, before the season, hey, y'all gonna know who Mark Williams is soon enough, and that's definitely where we're at now, bro. Like, you keep doing this, is only a matter of time before he has a game like this versus a good center, and everybody's gonna know who he is. He fucked Bam Adebayo up last year too, but trust me, he's gonna be a household name soon enough for sure. Um, and that brings me to my next point, man. Um, Nick and Mark keeping us in the game, and just like, duh, Steve Clifford, the reason that we lost this last game versus the Wizards, at least I can say dating back to that second quarter, because the Wizards start making some threes and we want to go small. And it's like, don't go small. Fuck that. Let them do what they're gonna do, okay? Kyle Kuzma make some threes. Denny Avia make some threes or whatever the case may be. Fuck it. Who cares? We number one in the NBA in points in the paint. Don't stop doing what you do. And that's what made me so mad about that last Wizards game. And I'm sorry I didn't make a video about it. I just was having a bad day. I had a headache all day, and after the game, I just went to sleep. Um, but that's what made me so mad is that Steve Clifford got bullied. He got out coached. At the end of the day, when you're number one in the NBA in a certain category, it doesn't matter what the other team is doing. You keep playing your game. And it wasn't until, and the thing was, we won that first quarter. It wasn't until we take out Mark and Nick that the Wizards whooped our ass. Like, duh. This game, what did Steve Clifford do? He kept Nick and Mark in when the Wizards went small. And what did we do? Dunk, dunk, and dunk. Like, bro, if they want to go small, let them. Let them. Now, in this case, you know, we went small, and I mean, don't get me wrong, we were scoring the paint, we were getting our mid ranges off, all of that. We just couldn't hit a three for shit, for anything. And it doesn't matter what your game plan is. Most times, if you can't shoot, you're gonna have a bad night anyway. So you might as well keep attacking the paint until the three start to fall. Um, yeah. So that was the big difference between this game and the last game versus the Wizards. Sticking to our game plan, playing our game. In the NBA, I feel like whoever blinks first, whoever switches and bends their will to the other coach's game plan, you're gonna lose. And that's what Steve Clifford did last game. This game stuck to his guns and it worked. You got Mark with 21 and 14. You got Nick with 15 and 7. Bro, you go, it was working. Anyway, moving on. Tail was facilitating, man. He makes the right plays. He's not a star by any means. But what you need out of a role player is just to star in your role. 2 for 5 from the field. I mean, that's 40%. 0 for 1 from 3. He can't shoot, so I don't really want him shooting. 4 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds, a steal, 2 turnovers. I mean, you want less than that, but I mean, obviously you want more than 4 points as well. But 4 assists, 5 rebounds, get the ball, go in transition, make the right play, get it to somebody else. That's what I want Teo to do. I don't want him playing shooting guard. I don't want him shooting the ball a whole lot. I don't want none of that shit. I want Teo to be the backup point guard, facilitate, get downhill, make a layup every once in a while. That's about it. That's about it. And I mean, he's had like 9 points the last like 2, 3 games in a row. So I mean, he showed the ability to score a little bit, but for the most part, 4 assists. That's what I'm looking at. Pass the ball, facilitate. That's what I want from Teo, and that's what he was doing. He was setting guys up. Gordon was facilitating too. Him and Teo were just, the ball was moving. That's how we got back into the game. Gordon led the team. He had 9 assists. Um, and Steve Clifford talked about it. He was like, look, at the end of the day, that's why we always try to keep either Gordon or Brandon Miller or LaMelo on the floor to facilitate. Um, it just is what it is. The point guard situation is what it is. Well, the backup point guard situation is what it is. So that's why Gordon is out there. That's why Gordon is out there when he's out there. 36 minutes played tonight. 27 points. 50%. Like, bro, when Gordon's cooking, we're a better team. I know people get on Gordon. Oh, we should trade Gordon. I don't mind Gordon as long as he's playing. As long as he's playing, I don't really mind Gordon. And if Miles comes back, whether Miles is coming off the bench, whether the Hornets are gonna have the depth. I don't really care. Um, Now if somebody's playing like shit and they deserve to get benched, they get benched. But I'm not gonna say, oh, Gordon's trash. Oh, he's washed. I wouldn't even be opposed to bringing him back after this contract. It's just gonna have to be for the right price and for the right role. But I don't hate Gordon Hayward. Um, 'Cause sometimes he has games like this where you just like, damn, this Utah Gordon, like he still got it. Like, yeah, man. Um, and I already touched on it a little bit earlier, but the post points, it definitely made me happy. Just just getting the post, bro. It's what we do. It's our bread and butter. Um, I love that, especially when the three wasn't falling. Just getting to the post, man. You see Gordon Hayward, he 10 for 20, only four of those are threes. He's getting to the post. He's getting to his little mid range turnaround. He's getting to his bread and butter, bro. That's what he's gonna do. That's what I want to see. Go to the post. The shot's not falling. Go to the post. We number one in post points. Get the ball in the paint. Um, and then most importantly, we contain Jordan Poole and Kyle Kuzma. Now Jordan Poole is ass. We don't really have to contain him. He's trash. Um, him being having his own team has just exposed everything. Um, it's different being a number one or number two option versus being the number five option on your team. And that's pretty much what we're seeing here. And Jordan Poole being on the Wizards having his own team, even though this is pretty much Kyle Kuzma's team. I mean, they're ass either way. But we could take Kyle Kuzma, who gave us 33 the other night. So you gotta respect that. And that has something to do with Brandon Miller's defense, man. He's out there guarding. He locked Jordan Poole up 2 games in a row. Um, you got to get some props to Brandon Miller on his defense, man. It definitely makes the difference. You can see it, and it's something that this team really has been lacking. Is just that grit, determination to play defense. And then the Lakers done came back and started winning. Dang, the grit and determination, man. It's just something that we haven't had. That defense turns to offense and get guys going. You want to run harder in transition because you know there's a chance that, oh, this blocker, this steal is going to turn to a dunk for you on the other end. Um, the refs cheating. It was disgusting. It was, bro. It gets blatant for us, bro. When you can just tell when the refs just want the Hornets to lose, bro, because that's what's supposed to happen. It's, bro. It's nasty, bro. It's nasty. Like, bro, I swear you can tell when that shit rigged, bro. They be hating the Hornets, bro. The whistle that we get, the whistle that we've gotten this year has been crazy, bro. I'm talking about it's some blatant stuff, man. We've had to overcome a lot for these little 3 wins, for real. Cause it's us versus the refs and the other team every night. Um, LaMelo got hot in that third, going into the fourth quarter. Um, Third and fourth quarter, he just got hot, and that's really what got us the win for real. Um, Man, when LaMelo gets in that bag, man, you know, back to back 30 something point games, then you had 25 tonight. If LaMelo can take that superstar leap and really become a 25, 6 and 6 guy or more than that, the Hornets is gonna be in real good shape. It's just about being healthy, um, and doing it when we're at full strength. Because that's something where we haven't seen yet. When Terry's back, Miles is back. Is LaMelo still going to be this guy? Or is he going to be the guy that we saw at the beginning of the season? And that's going to be the tail of the season for real. Um, One, does LaMelo stay healthy? And two, what does he look like when we're at full strength? Um, and I mean, it's just crazy because, bro, we were down 10 points with 7 left. We were down 10. It was 7 minutes left. Um, had a goofy ass play, bro. Tail dribbled off of JT's foot. They got the ball, made a three. That was very deflating. The momentum was gone. And what happens? LaMelo comes down, he makes 4 threes in a fucking row, gets us the lead, and we really never looked back after that. But LaMelo making those threes, man, that's why we won the game. LaMelo showed up, he was clutch, 50% from three. He, he's starting to look like himself, and that won us the game. And then Mark iced the game with back-to-back offensive rebounds and dunks. That bullying small guys that they got on them. Like I said, they want to go small ball, let them go small ball. Bully him. Landry Shamet can't fucking guard him. Like, what the fuck? Um, but anyway, moving on. That was just, basically flow of the game, my notes that I take down. Um, I got some more notes. We were asked from the free throw line tonight, and it was something that definitely bothered me because this ended up being a close game and a game that we were losing for the most part. So I mean, going 18 for 28 from the free throw line, that's not acceptable. Now, I don't think we're gonna go 23 for 23 like that game that we had. I don't remember who it was against, but I'm not gonna go 23 from 23 from the free throw line. I'm I'm aware of that, but shooting 64% in a game where you're losing, those 10 points could be all the difference. Like, we got to do better, bro. We got to do better. And I mean, it wasn't just our centers. I mean, Nick was 5 for 8, but JT Thor went up 0 for 2, missed both. What are we doing? We can't shoot like that from the free throw line, man. It's unacceptable. Because it's the little things, especially when you're already struggling from three. You got to take the free points that you can get. I mean, that was my next point. We play like shit from three, 21%. I don't think we've shot over 35% all year. I don't even know if we've shot in 30% in any game this year. We cannot shoot the fucking ball. It is terrible. It is disgusting. Um, and that's why we lead the NBA in paint points because we can't fucking shoot. um, anyway, um, Gordon Hayward, go. The bench still, I mean, we got what we need out of him, I guess. But Bryce, honestly, is very disappointing, bro. I'd rather see Nick Smith Jr. Um, he just plays scared as hell. He's scared to look at the rim. He's scared to do anything. He's scared, you played 13 minutes, 2 points, you shot the ball twice, um, 3 fouls, a turnover, 1 assist, 2 rebounds. Um, I'm just not impressed with the way he's been playing. JT had 7, 5, 4, 3 for 7 from the field, 50% from three. One of his better games because he was very aggressive. He was very aggressive. Coming off back-to-back 0-point games. This is what I want to see from JT. Plus 17, plus minus. 7 points, a steal, 4 assists, 5 rebounds. This helps the team. This the JT I need if you're going to play minutes. I need this. And this is still not, oh my God, numbers. 7, 5, and 4 is respectable for a role player. 21 years old, cool. But 0 points, I can't excuse shit like that. I don't want to see nothing like that. This, I can rock with. Teo, obviously you want more points, you want more than 4, but he facilitated. Nick Richards, 15 and 7. He's always going to be probably our best guy off the bench. Well, until Miles comes back, and then, that's when we get some depth. Because then you're either going to have Miles and Brendan off the bench, or Gordon and Brandon off the bench or Gordon and Terry off the bench. I don't know. We're gonna have a nice 7-man rotation when Miles and Terry are back. But Nick Richards, that's gonna be a nice top eight. Nice top eight. Um, Going through the stats real quick. I know I'm getting close to 20 minutes. Um, LaMelo already talked about 25, 6 and 6, 2 steals, only 2 turnovers. He did have 5 fouls as well as Brandon Miller. But 47% from the field, 50% from three. Um, LaMelo's looking like himself, man. The truth. This is exactly what this team needs, man. This is exactly what this team needs. We got the Knicks up next, another winnable game. Um, but we're gonna need LaMelo playing well. We're gonna need Martin to play well versus Julius Randle. Or PJ Washington is probably gonna get that matchup because they're probably gonna play Mitchell Robinson. But we're gonna need our front court to show up for sure. We're gonna need Brandon Miller. I'm sure he's gonna get the assignment for Brunson. Gonna need to lock him up. Um, but Brandon Miller, this is his best game as a starter, production wise, points wise. 12 points, uh, 2 blocks, a steal, 2 assists, 3 rebounds, all that good stuff. Um, it's just what Brandon does, man. He's all around. It's kind of like a Swiss Army knife in a way. He's all over the court, all over the floor, and that's what you want to see from a rookie. Tenacity. He's everywhere, even when the shot isn't falling. And when it starts falling, trust me, Brandon Miller's gonna have a 30-point game at some point this season. I'm sure of it. Mark, go, bro. That shit. Like, yo, 21 points and 24 rebounds, bro. That shit is crazy. Like, I cannot stop smiling when I read that stat line from a Hornets center that's on his second year. Like, there's gonna be a lot more of this. This shit is crazy. Um, PJ Washington, 11 points and 10 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal. PJ, he's up, he's down, he's hot, he's cold. 5 for 15 from the field, that's 33%. 0 for 6 from three. Disgusting. Disgusting. And then 50% from the free throw line. Disgusting. But then he gives you a double double. Like, I mean, and for PJ, this is a good veteran game. Him being able to have 10 boards, 4 assists, finding other ways to impact the game when his shot isn't falling, he wouldn't do that a few years ago. And that's something where I want to see that from PJ. I don't want to see the same PJ from his rookie year develop. Gordon, masterpiece, 27 points, 9 assists, 4 steals, a block, 5 rebounds, 50% from the field. Masterpiece. He did go 1 for 4 from three and shoot 75% from free throw line. But everything else was perfect. So I got to give props to the guys, man. We got us a win. On to the next one with 3 and 5. Trying to get to 500, man. Let me see what we got coming up. I know our next tournament game is against the Heat. Let's see the next games. We got the Knicks on Sunday night. It's on the road. Then we got that Heat game. That's gonna be our first home in-season tournament game. So if you're a Hornets fan, you definitely gotta show up. I would pull up myself, but that's on Tuesday. I'm gonna try to make that Friday game, but I know it worked. I doubt it, so I'm probably gonna slide to that Saturday Knicks game on the 18th. And Friday, November 17th, Miles is back, man. So he only got 2 more games. He's back. So, hey, man, we finna see what this team is gonna look like at full strength. Yep, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yep, 2 more games and Miles is back, man. Knicks and Heat. Gonna have to beat them both to get back to 500. A tough feat. I think these 2 back-to-back games versus respectable teams are going to be a good gauge of where we are. Honestly, this next 6 games, I mean, you got the Knicks, you got the Heat, you got the Bucks where Miles comes back, then you got the Knicks again, you got the Celtics, and then you get the Wizards. So you're going to have to play 5 games against very respectable opponents, especially in the Bucks and the Celtics. Um, but you're gonna have to show that you can beat teams like the Knicks and like the Heat if you think you are a good team. If you think you're a playoff team, you got to compete with teams like that because they're playoff teams. And then you play the Wizards again. So you're going to have to whoop their ass. You shouldn't be down by 15 points to the fucking Wizards and have to claw your way back in the fourth quarter. You shouldn't have to do that if you're a playoff team. But anyways, I'm going to wrap this up because it's been long enough. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Once again, thank y'all for 700 subscribers. We're on the road to 800, then on the road to 1K. Like, comment, what'd you think when you saw that crazy fourth quarter comeback? What were you thinking? Were you excited? Were you still upset because the fact that we were losing in the first place? I don't know. But anyways, I'll catch y'all on the next one, man.